good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex, and I'm back here with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Miami Dolphins secondary, okay? I'm going to continue to make these videos as if we're going to have a season, even though my logic is telling me we will not have a season for the simple fact that people cannot stay in the house. We don't have a vaccination for this coronavirus. It's spreading like wildfire, especially in Florida. And yeah, just my common sense is telling me we will not have a season. But who knows? Like I said, it's a lot of money at line here. And I know one thing, when there's a lot of money in something, they find their way. It's a lot of money in the NFL. So they might find a way. It just really depends on baseball. But I really don't want to get into that subject again. We talked about this yesterday, about the coronavirus. We're talking about the Dolphins secondary today. I want to do a video on all the units of the Miami Dolphins team. The pros and the cons, and I'm starting out with the secondary because that's my favorite unit on the team. Okay, I have my favorite player on the team on the unit. It's just my favorite part of our team is our secondary. So that's what I'm gonna talk about first. Real quick, shout out to people who like this video before they even heard this sentence. Let's get into the video. Okay, so as we talk about our secondary, I think you got to start with Byron Jones because he's the highest paid cornerback on our team. I'm pretty sure he's the highest paid in the league. Yes, he's the highest paid in the league. Okay. Only thing you can really knock on Byron Jones is he don't get a lot of interceptions, which is okay if you're playing shutdown defense. So he plays shutdown defense, but he don't get a lot of interceptions. He gave up the least amount of yards out of anybody in the NFL last year. As far as a cornerback that had over 500 snaps, he gave up the least amount of yards by a long shot. So he just don't have interceptions. And I remember when we were signing Xavien Howard to this big contract, or when he wanted a big contract, and people were saying or telling me that Xavien Howard, we needed to trade him, okay, because he wasn't good. And I used to say, well, he wasn't worth the money. And I used to say, well, look at his pick numbers. No cornerback has more picks than him right now. And people used to tell me, well, picks don't matter. If you are really elite cornerback, then nobody should throw the ball your way or whatever. This, that, and the third. Well, then this is perfect because Byron Jones, you must love Byron Jones because he don't get the most picks. But he also doesn't give up no yards, and he probably doesn't get targeted either. I don't have the target numbers, but he probably won't get targeted because he gave up the least amount of yards in the league by a long shot. So you can see some of his numbers versus the premier wide receivers in the league. He really locked down a lot of people. He probably will be guarding the right side of the field. I don't know if he'll be guarding the #1 receiver the whole game, off the fact that we do have Xavien Howard, and maybe they'll say, you know, well, both of these guys are getting paid all this money, they should be able to just guard whoever. They should both be able to guard the #1 receiver. So, because, you know, sometimes teams like to move the #1 receiver around the field to run them away from the best cornerback. So, but in this situation, when we have two corners making this much money, they shouldn't be able to run the receiver nowhere, okay? They could hide him in a slot low-key, but even then, I'm going to talk about Noah, and I still don't know how to say his last name, forgive me, Noah, whatever his name, I'm going to call him Noah I, okay? Byron Jones should be a stud. He making all that money. I ain't gonna lie. If he get a touchdown caught on him, I'm gonna lose my freaking cool. Okay, I got high expectations. Okay, now to get to the next player, we're gonna talk about Xavien Howard, which I just been talking about him already. But Xavien Howard is my favorite player on the Miami Dolphins team. I'm thinking about getting an Xavien Howard jersey. And it probably ain't smart. I should probably get to a jersey because he probably has a longer future in Miami. But I like Xavien Howard a lot. I think he's a great player. He's been my favorite player on the team since Jarvis Landry unfortunately had to go. He didn't have to go. They made him go. But anyway, since Jarvis Landry left, Xavien Howard been my favorite player on the team. I love his ability to ball hog. But the thing with Xavien Howard is it's gonna cost you when you're that big of a ball hog. And that's why last year when you seen us against the damn Cowboys, when our line was not getting to Dak Prescott, Xavien Howard, he got cooked, okay? That game, he got cooked, but it really wasn't all his fault. I'm explaining that a little later, but he did get cooked by Amari Cooper. Everybody's been saying that. All the Cowboys fans tell me that. Oh, you brag about Xavien Howard all the time, and look what Amari Cooper did to him. Look, partially, some of it was his fault, but not all of it was his fault. His only problem, if it's even a problem, is that he's too aggressive, and I don't think that's a problem, okay? Especially when we were as terrible as we was last year, and we could not score on offense. You might as well get some interceptions. You might as well try to do everything yourself because, trust me, it don't, like, bro, it didn't make no difference if he covered his man for all the time in the world, if he didn't intercept the ball, because the next play they were just going to throw it to Nick Needham's side, and this is at the beginning of the year when Nick Needham was terrible. They were going to throw it to Nick Needham's side or whoever was on the other side of the cornerback position, and they were going to get a first down anyway. So Xavier Howard had to play to get interceptions, because otherwise we were not getting stops. Okay, we were damn near, especially at the beginning of the season, we was not stopping nobody. Okay, so he damn near had to play that damn aggressive. Okay. And then also, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, because he wouldn't get the interceptions that he gets if he didn't play aggressive. So I would never say Xavier Howard needs to play less aggressive and then praise him every time he gets an interception. That don't make sense. He has his style, and his style is a style that I like, especially when I had no confidence in him breaking up a ball and then us getting a stop. You know, we had to get turnovers. You know, turnovers change games more than damn near anything in the league. So I personally am a fan of his aggressiveness, but some people could view it as a weakness, because you do give up touchdowns. Amari Cooper hit him with a couple double moves, which double moves, a lot of double moves should never have time to develop. It's just our defensive line is so terrible. Was so terrible, okay? Because usually when I see teams run double moves, they max protect. They bring in like everybody to protect. It only be like 2 routes running out. And that's so they get enough time for the double move to develop. But in our scenario, they didn't have to do that. They could send out all the routes and still run double moves, because our D-line could not get past their one-on-one match. It was just bad, okay? They could not get past their one-on-one matchups, okay? But Xavier Howard is very aggressive, but I think, you know, it's a gift and a curse. You gotta take the good with the bad on some stuff. Like, for instance, if you look at Byron Jones as a shutdown cornerback, well, he's not gonna get that many interceptions. You gotta take the good with the bad on some stuff, okay? Next, we're going to talk about Bobby McCain, who I really thought should be moving back to slot corner. He was the best slot corner in the league when he was slot corner. We paid him to be the highest paid slot corner. Then we drafted Minka, who I think we probably thought had no chance of falling to us. He fell to us. We drafted Minka, and then we moved Minka to slot corner. Whatever reason, biggest mistake I think we ever made. But either way it goes, it is what it is. All right. Remember, Minka was a slot corner at Alabama. Yes, but like I said 100 other times, you don't draft a slot corner in the first round and damn near the top 10. You just don't do it, okay? He should have played safety from day one. I'm over it. I'm just saying. Anyway, we ended up moving Bobby McCain back to safety, putting Minka in the slot. And ever since then, Bobby been playing safety, and he has his good days and he has his bad days, okay, like everybody else. But I think at slot corner, he was just so much better. I thought he was going to return to slot corner, but however, since we got Noah now, and I'm just going to call him Noah because, like I said, I don't know how to say his last name yet. Since we got Noah now, I think it's probably he's going to stay at safety. And he just has his good days and he has his bad days, but he does have a lot of range, which I like, and I think I give him credit for switching positions and being able to still do his thing at safety. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. But like I said, he definitely ain't flawless at safety, okay? He definitely was doing some BS last year, but he's getting better, and we'll see what happens this year with Bobby McCain at safety. I'm not really too concerned about him. Now, Eric Rowe at strong safety. That would be more so what I'd be concerned about, is Eric Rowe. Now, Eric Rowe got a lot better at the end of the year. He even had a pick 6 against the Patriots. It was like the highlight of, it's the best thing I've ever seen him do. But at the end of the day, Eric Rowe is Eric Rowe. And Eric Rowe was absolutely terrible before he got to the Miami Dolphins. Let's just call it what it is, okay? He was terrible. With the Eagles, I'm almost positive he was terrible, okay? I just don't want to see no regression. That's it. I just don't want to see no regression. I don't want people to start showing their true colors. The same with Fitzpatrick, okay? I don't want to see no regression. And I'll get into that later when I talk about the quarterbacks with Fitzpatrick. But I just want to see people play how they supposed to play, okay? Or how they played last season. Well, some of the players, because a lot of the players that we had some players that played good last season, right? That overachieved last season. I just want to keep on seeing that upward momentum, okay? I just don't want to see them fall back to where, I just don't want to see Eric Rowe fall back to where he was, okay? I don't want to get my hopes up about Eric Rowe yet, because I do remember he was terrible, and that still be in my head. You know what I'm saying? I got high hopes, but that would be the part that I'm most concerned about, is Eric Rowe. And I think, you know, that even that's a slight concern, okay? I'm not actually really concerned with anything in our secondary, because Eric Rowe, first of all, he's not going like the #1 receiver or nothing. So I'm not really that concerned about even Eric Rowe. He's a safety. Obviously his role is big, but I'm not too concerned about him. And plus, like I said, he's not playing the position that he was getting fried on. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing cornerback no more. So he's playing the position that he's played well in, you know, this whole time. So that's that's how I feel about the secondary. And then one more player. I want to mention Nick Needham, even though I don't know what's his role going to be. And even Adrian Colbert, they probably be there for depth. But yeah, I don't know what their role is going to be. But Nick Needham was improving last year. I thought maybe we got Byron Jones. I'm like, okay, Nick Needham might go to the slot. But then we drafted Noah. So I think Nick Needham, you know, and we drafted Noah in the first round, right? So he better be the best slot corner in the league. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing right away, right? And then eventually maybe he might take Xavien Howard's spot. I'm not sure. You know, obviously in 1 or 2 years, or when we get rid of Xavien Howard, if we do, he might take Xavien Howard's spot. And by the way, I don't know if I didn't mention this with Xavien Howard concerns. My concern is not his aggressiveness, it would be his injury. I forgot to mention that. Xavien Howard, them knees be scaring the hell out of me. At some point, you know, you got, you know, the first knee is like, okay, then the second, okay, but then you, every like this offseason, he had to have another, like a surgery or what is it called? What is it called when you don't, it's not a surgery, it's a damn, when they just, you know, I forgot what it's called, where it's not as serious as a surgery, but they just got to, you know, fix a little bit of stuff in his knee. That he had to do that this offseason, okay? And that is very, you know, obviously concerning, because every season is another thing with his knee. And like I said, that's the concerning part. But anyways, let me get back to Nick Needham. Nick Needham, I don't know. I think he's just going to be up for depth. And then I want to talk about Noah a little bit. I didn't see him much. I didn't know we was going to draft him. I didn't know we was going to draft any cornerback. So I'll see how good he is. I think he's probably gonna be starting slot. Okay, we drafted him in the first round. It's just no way. I don't feel like he won't be. He's gonna be starting over Nick Needham. He absolutely has to be. Okay, if he ain't starting over Nick Needham, we shouldn't have damn drafted him. All right, so he should be drafted. He should be starting in the slot. So that should be interesting. It's gonna be fun to see. And overall, I just think our secondary is going to be just the most wonderful part of the team. I'm looking, so I don't want to disrespect. I think I've said it before, and I said Byron Jones, Xavien Howard, new Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison. I should never say that, because that's kind of disrespectful to Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain, because they have not ever proved nothing in the Dolphins jersey. Well, Xavien Howard has, but Byron Jones hasn't. So I'm not going to say that no more, but I'm going to say I just can't wait to see them play. Our secondary is definitely my favorite part of the team. I really want to get an Xavien Howard jersey. But I just don't, you know, the Miami Dolphins don't make any player feel safe, which is kind of a good thing. But yeah, no player feels safe on the Miami Dolphins. I still to this day don't feel like no jersey is safe on the Miami Dolphins. Well, besides Byron Jones, his jersey's probably safe, because I don't think we could cut him into like we couldn't cut him and it makes sense until like 2023. So that would be, what is it, 2020? So that'd be at least 3 years of a good jersey, you know, and then possibly longer. And then obviously Tua, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't feel comfortable with no other jersey. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel comfortable with nobody else's jersey. I do want an Xavien Howard jersey though, but it is what it is. Anyways, I think that's all I want to talk about with the secondary. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Miami Dolphins secondary. Do y'all like it? Do y'all love it? You gotta love it. You got to love it. What are your concerns? My only concerns with the secondary is Xavien Howard's knee, honestly. And if Eric Rowe regresses. But even if Eric Rowe regresses, we got other people that can step up in that role. And also his position, like, I don't think he's gonna regress, put it that way. But yeah, barring any type of injuries, we're gonna have the best secondary in the league by a long shot. I played Madden 21 a little bit, the beta, and I'm gonna tell you right now, cornerbacks matter so much in that game. So you can run a whole bunch of man press in that game because zones don't play nothing. So you know what? It would be nice to have the best cornerbacks in the league, and I think Miami Dolphins are gonna be a good team in Madden. That has nothing to do with nothing, but I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just saying, I'm just killing time at this point. All right, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think about the secondary. I personally love it. I like it. My favorite part of the team. What other position do y'all want me to what other unit do y'all want me to talk about next? I'm thinking about talking about the defensive line. Oh, that's another concern about the secondary. And I didn't know whether to say this in the defensive line video or the secondary video, but I'm gonna say it in the secondary video. My concern about the secondary comes from the D-line, because at the end of the day, I don't care how good your secondary is. We could have the best secondary in the world. We could have the best players back there. Xavien Howard, Byron Jones, shut down cornerbacks, whatever. Noah's a beast. Eric Rowe is still on the upward. And then Bobby McCain playing everything sideline to sideline. We could have all this, and if our D-line cannot get to the quarterback such as last year, we're going to get killed through the air regardless. Okay, because at the end of the day, a cornerback is supposed to cover the receiver. Yes, they're not supposed to have to cover the receiver for damn 10 seconds. Okay, and that's how it was sometime last year, where Mari Cooper has time to run triple-double moves because our D-line is just not getting to that. Okay, and it could happen with any team. If you're not getting to the quarterback, somebody gonna get damn open. I mean, whether they got to scramble out and the receiver starts freelancing, whatever, you gonna get open, cause like It's you deciding where you go if you're a receiver, and the cornerback is not deciding where he goes. He just got to follow you. So you really can do whatever you want. Once like a play breaks down, you start freelancing. So it's like the defensive line concerns me about the secondary, because if the D line don't get to the quarterback, y'all, our secondary does not matter. So we'll talk about the D line though in another video. Get in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 9 can't wait your book. I'm out.